working. Walt, please, let's both of us stop trying to justify this whole thing and admit you're in danger.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? Do you know how much I make a year? I mean, even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going into work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up. It disappears. It ceases to exist without me. No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Are you prepared to take the oath, Senator?
I am.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
That I will execute the office of President to the United States faithfully.
That I will execute
faithfully the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States faithfully.
This is the world you are graduating into. This is what I want to talk about today with you for a few minutes. To lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century.
The light bulb. People said, what's with the light bulb? I said, here's the story. And I looked at it. The bulb that we're being forced to use, number one, to me, most importantly, the light's no good. I always look orange.
Hi, I'm President Business, President of the Octane Corporation and the world. Let's take extra care to follow the instructions or you'll be put to sleep. And don't forget Taco Tuesday's coming next week. That's the day every rule-following citizen gets a free taco and my love. This is President Business. Hello, hi, welcome to Taco Tuesday. Don't worry about this big black monolith thing that's blocking out the sun. What you need to worry about is this question that I'm about to ask you. Who wants a taco? Yeah, I know. Tacos, we're going crazy.
Today will not be known as Taco Tuesday. It will be known as Freedom Friday. But still on a Tuesday.
President Business is going to end the world? But he's such a good guy. In Octane, they make good stuff. Music, dairy products, coffee, TV shows, surveillance systems, all history books, voting machines. Wait a minute.
I dye my hair red. I mouth off to Healy again and end up back in the shoe. I get a new work assignment.
Well, there's a new face behind the podium at the White House. President Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, held her first official briefing earlier today. She's now the youngest person ever to hold the position. As expected, she was bombarded with questions over many of her boss's executive orders. And Fox's Rebecca Castor has the details from Washington.
How are we? Good to see all of you.
A packed room for President Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt's first time behind the podium. And one of her first orders of business, opening the briefing room to alternative media outlets.
We welcome independent journalists, podcasters, social media influencers, and content creators to apply for credentials to cover this White House.
Come on, let's get a good one over here. Nobody's ever been faster than this guy. Ever. Of all the billions of people. Hold on a second. Wait, should we get a pose here?
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, man, show me.
Oh, there it is. You're gonna come back at me, and you're gonna get hit with an arrow.
No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Okay, I will humor you. Ready?
Ready.
Nice try. Ah! You shot me?
I heard you heal fast.
Ah! All right, fine. You know what? Why don't you go over there, run at me, and I'll try and hit you with an arrow.
Right, okay. Where did you bury the remote control bows?
Dude, come on, I'm not you.
Yeah, well, okay.
Ready? There we go. Nice try. Oh! I've been waiting 4 years for that, man. Oh, it's priceless. Hold on. Let me get a photo. Boom!
People trust you.
You know, it's always a little scary to be doing a scene with the Antichrist. And here he is now. He's got those piercing blue eyes, and when he looks at you, it looks like he's looking through you. We better finish this interview quick. I think he's on his way.
I don't think he likes me, and I think he's a method actor.
Goody two-shoes. Betty by Bo's time again. Good night, honey.
Sweet dreams, dear.
This is the world we live in, and these are the names we give up. Stand up and let's start showing just where our lives are going to.
Morning, dear.
Hey, Nance, what a terrible dream. I'm parched. That's better. I could use another one of those. That's one heck of a nurse.
He's not an average 18-year-old, though.
No, he's very smart. He's very.
Is he good with the ladies in school?
Well,
and
I don't think. I'm not sure.
Is he there yet? Or
I'm not sure he's there yet. No, I'm not sure he's.
Well.
I don't think he's had a girlfriend yet. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. Every once in a while,
He's a good-looking guy. He's a good-looking.
He's a good-looking guy. Yeah,
he's got the swagger. He's a good troller. He's funny. He's witty.
Yeah. And I have good kids. I mean, my kids are good.
Well, I mean, that's the one thing that your old best friend Hillary Clinton gave you credit of. If you remember that one time, which is what's the credit? You said she's not she doesn't give up, and she said you've raised great kids.
I respect his children. His children are incredibly able and devoted.
He said, Dad, you got to do me one favor. What? You have to say hello to Patrick for me. I mean, it's cute, He's 18 years old, but he's like.
I think he's taking this role too seriously, and I'm a nice guy.
You know what? I feel badly about all those nice things you said to me because I just tore you down. I'm sorry.
There are still no death panels. Armageddon has not arrived.
Listen to me.
What?
I, Vigo, the scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Moldavia, command you.
Oh, command me, Lord.
On a mountain of skulls in the castle of pain, I sat on a throne of blood. What was will be, what is will be no more. Now is the season of evil.
Evil?
Find me a child that I might live again.
A child. A child. A child? A child.
In 9 hours and 23 minutes, you'll be mine.
9:23. Clearly, he's leaving us a code.
Gaius Octavius, better known as Augustus Caesar, was born into nobility on September 23rd, 63 BC, although he never recognized the title of emperor. Augustus Caesar was the first of the ruling Julio-Claudian dynasty to reign in Rome. Before Augustus's centralization of power, Rome was ruled by a series of suffects, but Augustus changed that entire system, becoming the sole ruler.
We're renaming the mountain, Mount McKinley. You know what else we're renaming? We're renaming the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America. And Mexico, actually, they were thrilled when they heard.
I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
They're young, they're eager, and they're hungry. And that's what we love. We love that aggression. We're not about being passengers, we're about going hard, attacking.
Release the beast. Dare to go double.
The Daytona 500 is a legendary display of roaring engines, soaring spirits of the American skill, speed, and power that we've been hearing about for so many years. The tens of thousands of patriots here today have come for the fast cars and the world-class motorsports. But NASCAR fans never forget that no matter who wins the race, what matters most is God, family, and country. About the vaccine, I came up with the vaccine. They said it would take 3 to 5 years, gonna save the world. I recommend you take it, but I also believe in your freedoms 100%. But just so you understand, but it was a great achievement.
Cliente Bradesco agora faz tudo num Pix. Pix! Paga no Pix. Pix!
In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
Recebe no Pix. Pix! Transfere no Pix. Pix! Cadastre-se no app Bradesco e faça tudo de graça, num Pix.
Meantime, President Trump and Elon Musk are turning their focus to putting American astronauts on Mars as NASA focuses on returning to the moon first. Private companies such as Musk's SpaceX are looking to the red planet. Last September, China announced plans to launch a mission in 2028 to become the first nation to collect and return samples from Mars. NASA's mission is over budget and behind schedule, unlikely to launch before 2030.
We are in a race with China. This is a little bit like the space race we saw in the 1960s.
Well, achieving the Mars prize won't be cheap. NASA estimates the mission will cost about $11 billion. Musk says it will be worth it, though. But the question now is if the president will agree.
I'm joined once again by former NASA astronaut and author of this new book, Magnificent Desolation, Dr. Buzz Aldrin. Welcome back, Buzz.
Thanks, Robert. Always great to be here.
Good to have you here. Now, up next, we have a film that I imagine doesn't rank among one of Dr. Aldrin's favorite movies because it's all about a government conspiracy to fake a manned mission to Mars. It's Capricorn 1 from director Peter Hyams and starring Hal Holbrook, James Brolin, and Elliot Gould.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul Cunningham, Capricorn Control. At the present time, all systems are go, all lights are green. The crew is now in the gantry access arm where they're preparing to enter the spacecraft. We're at T-minus 30 minutes and counting, and this is Capricorn Control.
Well, gentlemen, let's go to Mars.
Crew, would you and your men please follow me?
Are you nuts?
I said there's no time to explain. This is an emergency. Please follow me, now!
Just how do you feel about this movie, sir?
Well, you know, it could have been made about the future, but it had all the equipment showing the launch that was Apollo equipment, the Saturn V lifting off, and the spacecraft were Apollo command modules. So I'm sure that a lot of people came away after seeing this movie and saying, they're not talking about Mars. This is really because they faked the mission to the moon with Apollo and it never happened. The story could have been told maybe about some good reason why, after making all the plans to go to Mars, and you find there's a flaw in the plan, that you're going to start lying to everybody and think you're going to get away with it and carry it out as if nothing went wrong, and you're going to fake it all
And nobody's
along.
ever going to talk?
I mean, the impossibility of something like that ever happened.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
I just can't help but to quote from Isaiah 40:26. Lift up your eyes on high, and behold who hath created these things, that bringeth out their host by number. He calleth them all by names, by the greatness of his might, for that he is strong in power, not one faileth. This is what people have been missing this whole time, and it's been right in front of our faces in the scripture. This is what God was showing Ezekiel. The wheels within the wheels are the belts that surround Earth. NASA calls them the Van Allen belts. These are the invisible belts of magnetic energy within the torus. They keep everything in motion, everything moving like a fine-tuned clock. All the eyes that Ezekiel saw was the stars. All the stars are created by God. They are the luminaries. That is what makes up all the eyes that is being spoken of. What Ezekiel saw was the absolute pure beauty of our home that God created for us. This is what Satan wants you blinded to. This is the absolute magnificence that Satan doesn't want you to see. This is why they mockingly show you that image in Game of Thrones and other movies, the wheels within the wheels over the flat plain earth.
Lannister, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell, they're all just spokes on a wheel. This one's on top, then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground. I'm not going to stop the wheel. I'm going to break the wheel.
Stannis Baratheon is an army at Castle Black. He means to take the north.
This is the time, and I will risk everything. Winter is coming. We know what's coming with it.
We can learn to live with the wildlings, or we can add them to the army of the dead.
You are the few. We are the many.
We serve the gods, and the gods demand justice.
Clean this city out, till the rats have nowhere left to hide.
I am a queen, not a butcher.
All rulers are either butchers or meat.
force field. It's a dome. We're at the edge of the arena.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the earth. There's no place to go.
They're showing you the truth right in front of your face, and they laugh because you don't understand and you don't see. This is the beauty. This is the sheer, absolute beauty of the world that God created, and He called it good. Now that you have eyes to see and ears to hear, now let me tell you this. These wheels that we see, these bands that move like a clock, this is how the sun and the moon do what they do. This explains their movements. It's all about magnetic energy. It's all about the magnetic fields.
So what is pushing this?
I don't know.
Nobody knows why. So Newton simply threw his hands up and said, I don't know. So I'm going to invent something called gravitational pull.
There are movements so perfect, you'd hardly think they were made by humans. Omega coaxial, the most perfect mechanical watch movement in the world.
That's a ring of my profession. You don't know nothing about that. Okay, can we get a close-up on that area? What? You don't know nothing about it. What is the profession? Yeah, which profession are we talking about? Just look at it. Is it a legal profession? Of course it's legal. It's a ring of my profession. I'm trying to read it. Okay. It's too many diamonds. Yeah, that's too bright. That's too bright. Go ahead anyway. Oh, Mason, are you a Mason? Of course I am. Okay.
Many of you missed your prom, sporting events, and celebration with your friends. But you were quick to find new ways to stay connected and active while remaining focused on finishing your education. You proved to the entire world that you can set your mind to something important, push through and succeed, showing all of us that you, our next generation, already possess the strength and resilience of the American spirit.
Mental health issues affect people of all ages, income levels, and cultures. No one is immune. Advocate for and promote mental well-being in your life and to those around you. You're not alone. The more you know.
This is how they are frictionless and how they move in perfect unison. And just as it states in the book of Enoch, through the movement of these wheels, we see how the sun and moon will go through their vaults and rise and return in different areas. This is what the globe has blinded people to. The absolute truth of what God said all along. It has been here the whole time in the scriptures. Instead, we choose to listen to NASA. Instead, we choose to listen to the idiot box. Instead, we choose to listen to scientists, and we heap amongst ourselves teachers that teach us absolute lies to keep us in the dark. When God's been saying the whole time, just look up. Look up at what surrounds you. I made this for you. That's all God wanted to say. Just take a look. I'm here. I am right above you. You can take comfort knowing that when you step outside and gaze up into that starry wonder of God's creation, just know that our Father in heaven is sitting up there right now, staring down at all of us, watching our every move. He knows everything that's going on down here. He has not missed anything. And just know and be comforted by the fact that our Father is right there, and He's been there this whole time. This is something that the world and NASA and the scientists can never take from us, ever. Even the lying powers and signs of Satan that are coming, the lies of the fallen angels and the lies of the world that are going to be ever increasing, will still not rob this from my heart. And they will never rob from me my faith in Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords.